If you want to access new AI image editing tool called Flux Kontext from Black Forest Labs, you should visit their official website. Link will be in the description. On the main page, you'll see lots of information about this new tool. Plus, if you scroll down, you'll see where Flux models are available. You can find these models in Leonardo AI, OpenArt, Fal.ai, etc. Okay, you should sign up and click on Try Demo. You'll get into Image Editing and Generation tab. Here are 4 sections: Generate, Edit, Fill, and Expand. Here you have 200 initial free credits, which allows you to generate about 50 images. In Generate section, you can create image and then edit it, or you can add picture from your device. Select the model you prefer. Flux Kontext Pro is standard model, which is used in Edit section 2, and Flux Kontext Max should be better version of Pro model, but generation cost is higher, of course. So if I add this prompt, close-up of 25-years-old girl in the desert at evening, colorful sky. Here are additional settings. Batch size is number of images in one generation, and prompt upsampling is prompt enhance, similar to other image generators. I got images with consistent character. Another example. You can edit images in Generate section. Here's my image. I just added instruction. Make her smile. Prompt upsampling will be disabled this time to prevent unnecessary details in the prompt. The face on the generated pictures is still similar to the original one. The smile doesn't look like it's from some other person. Second image is even better, I think. But what I dislike about these images is that the quality is not really high. There are some artifacts which look like the picture was compressed few times. Probably at least sometimes you'll need some upscaler to improve the results. Let's test Edit feature. Here you can only use Flux Kontext Pro model. Upload your image, or you can edit previously generated picture. Here's Edit button. Describe what you want to change in the text area. Additionally, you can select exact area you want to be changed, removed, or whatever with this rectangle select option. Okay, let's make the woman more serious without changing anything else. I want to get 2 images this time. And here's the result. Not bad, but woman is older than on the original image. First image is probably better. I'll continue editing the same image. I want to make the hair shorter by half. The result is just great. Both variations are good. If you want to start editing some other image, click here to start over. Flux Kontext is really good at image restoration. For example, now my image has scratches, noise, it's faded out a little, and looks dirty. On the first variation, we can see that image became more saturated, while scratches, dirt, and noise disappeared, but there's still this faded out spots on the sides and vertical lines. Second image is almost the same as uploaded one in terms of saturation, and it still has faded out spot in the center. Let's make the same thing with this second picture to make it better. We got rid of almost all the unnecessary things. There are just few vertical faded outlines on the left side. I'll start over with the same image I tried to restore. You can see that it is almost black and white now. This time I want to colorize it. I won't specify the exact colors of the objects. Let's see. First variation is not bad, but second is just great. Just look how the armor and helmet reflect the blue sky. Of course, you can also try to put the same object or character into different location. For example, I asked the generator to make the images of this knight standing amidst the palace hall of glass. I imagined a little bit different result, but okay. You can see that the pose, armor, and helmet are pretty similar to the reference picture. Yes, here's unclear spot instead of eyes, but the original image has the same issue too. Another example, I'll replace forest with the desert. You can see that it doesn't just copy and paste the same image of the knight from reference, but it changes reflections, shadows, etc., and makes them correspond to the environment. You can restyle images in different ways. For example, I want to change style to 3D cartoon. I try to save credits, so I create 1 or 2 images each time. Result is even better than I expected. Images don't only correspond the style, but the girl's face wasn't replaced with some generic cartoonish one. Okay, what if I create oil painting? Not bad. It little bit remains Van Gogh's style. Okay, and the third example of style change will be children drawing. Pretty good. Flux Kontext allows you to work with text. I have this poster, and I want to replace current text with summer. Prompt upsampling will be disabled. Just look at these results. The text changed, but the font remained 98% the same. Really impressive. Generator didn't even try to invent some new font, which is great. I want to prove that this font consistency works all the time. Here is another poster where I want to replace word vacation with yacht club. And here's the result. I got almost identically similar images with the font that perfectly matches the reference. You can also create mockups with the reference picture. For example, t-shirts. Aspect ratio of the generated images will be the same as reference, so keep this in mind. I intentionally used second poster because it has more details, but it wasn't spoiled. All the details and colors are here. Or what if let's say I want to create images of a mug with this poster. Not bad. Second one is better. Here are even realistic reflections on the surface of the mug. The next feature in Flux Kontext is Fill. It works like in-painting option in other image generators. Select area or object you want to be modified. For example, I'll add tractor to the field. As you can see, this feature works with Flux One Pro Fill model. There are two results. The tractor appeared in the place I specified. The quality of the generated part of the image is not bad, but not really high at the same time. Okay, I want to add beard to the face of the farmer. Not bad, but as soon as I selected bigger area, I expected to see longer beard. Probably this feature is not really useful because all the same things you can change with text only in the edit section. Expand tool is much more helpful. Here you can generate additional parts on the sides of the uploaded image. Prompt is optional here. Use it just if you want some specific things to be added to the generated parts. Plus, there are steps and guidance adjustments similar to regular image generators. I won't change them. Both results are really impressive and look completely seamless. And if I'll try to expand my poster, you can see that result is almost perfect. Here just some unclear text or some kind of watermarks. Go to History tab to see all the generated images. Here you are still able to continue editing process.